Welcome back, Rellism Sports Talk, episode 182. And here we go. In honor of the ESPYs, we had to do the RELLYS Award show. That's why, I had to get all cleaned up with my tie on. You know what I'm saying? Yes, but we are right here, episode 182, the RELLY Award show. Don't get it twisted. We're not the ESPYs. We're the RELLYs. So thank y'all for watching on YouTube, listening on Spotify. Check us out on Facebook. We do a lot of things like that. And you can also see how you can see my man David's work right here. This is a plaque right here. You can get plaques. You can get pictures on wood. You can get coasters. You can get all kinds of things custom made. Check out the Facebook page and see all the different things my man David's doing. You can hit us up on the comments here. DM me, DM him. Go on the page and check us out, man. Great gifts for the sports fanatics that I know we all are. At Rellism Podcast on Twitter. Rellism Sports Talk on TikTok. So we're everywhere. Just check us out. You know what I'm saying? All right. Thank you to all the patrons. Appreciate y'all supporting. Yes, I am Dolo again. I'm Dolo again. This time of year, everybody's busy doing different things. I'm busy myself. You know what I'm saying? But thank you to T-Mac. My man T-Mac on the TNT show. Coach T and T-Mac. We do a show. My man Tyler McGirt, co-host of Fat Boy Fade Away on the Variety Sports Network. Appreciate you getting on with me the other night. It was dope. It was good to have you back for a minute. And speaking of Fat Boy Fade Away, this Wednesday night, Fat Boy Fade Away Darren, Mr. Vegas Raiders. And then my boy Brian at B Jones Sports. He's going to get on. He's a Chiefs guy. We thinking about you, Brian. We thinking he was going to be on here tonight. And we were going to do the show tonight. We moved it to Wednesday. That's why I'm late today because I had to write a whole new show. But I can do that. You know what I'm saying? I love sports, so I like to do that. But Brian, we thinking about you, man. I hope you got power. I hope you're doing okay. He's out there in Kansas City, you know what I'm saying? Got wins, doing all kinds of stuff out there. And then my boy Tommy, family man Tommy, out there at the lawn parties and all that stuff. He's going to be on here Wednesday representing his Let's Ride Denver Broncos. So we appreciate that. I can't wait for that show. Wednesday's going to be good. Tyler, hey, the TNT. I ain't cutting you out, Tyler. If we doing TNT, you let me know. We're going to make that work too because I ain't going to let you slide. I like you being on whenever we can get you on. You know what I'm saying? Always prayers for the Lynch family. Victor Lynch. We talked about it on the last show. We ain't never going to forget you, Victor. It's crazy. I hate seeing the young and the hungry and the strong. The Lynch family is a proud Christian family, so I know they believe and they have faith and that he's feeling no pain right now doing things. But we miss you here, Vic. I know you have a huge following of people that just appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? They appreciate you because you was kind to everybody. You know what I'm saying? You was always kind to everybody. You spoke well about everybody. You was watching out for your little brother. So we always got the Lynch family in our prayers, and that's an extended family that extends all over the community. So, God but never forgotten, you know what I'm saying? Rest in paradise, Big Vic, my boy Big Vic. I got faith and love in my Commanders, even though there's some crazy stuff going out there with the emails and all that, which we'll get to. And of course, love right there for my five-time champion and my five-time NBA 2K cover boy. But they should have put one on there with Mamacita too. I don't know. But then, of course, all the love right there for my mama. Because on Rellism Sports Talk, we talk about sports from Hall of Famers to the local talent to the big-time storylines. And the big-time storyline tonight is going to be the RELLYS. We got the first ever RELLYS Award. I had to get the tie on. Look, Chris, you know what I'm saying? And we are going to maybe not spoof the ESPYs, but I'm going to get some categories that we want to talk about. We can always talk about best comeback player, most exciting game. All that junk's rigged. Y'all set it up for nothing. We're going to give you some true ESPYs out here. And we call those the RELLYS. The RELLYS. And it was crazy because Pat McAfee was the host. And anybody who knows this show, I be not jealous or envious of Pat McAfee. I mean, he's an NFL punter, whatever. But I be like, man, you on your show doing what? The people I be having on this show and the people we roll with, we can do that. But he got that platform and he's using it. Why is it that award shows always got to make fun of everybody in the crowd before they start the show? I never understood that. I never tried to figure that out. This ain't a stand-up comedy show. This is a sports show where we're celebrating excellence and greatness. Why we always got to start off with some comedic stuff? I don't know. But on the RELLYS Award show, okay, I'm going to make fun of somebody real quick. And, of course, it's going to be Mr. LeBron James. How you going to get on the stage and be like, I want to let everyone know I'm returning for my 21st season? Did we think you wasn't coming back? Did we think you wasn't coming back? Like, was it a thought process like, oh, my God, I wonder if LeBron's going to come back or not? Oh, my gosh, is he going to come back and play anymore? That junk's played out like Brett Favre back in the day, Wrangler, so get your wrangling butt back over there. But to make it even worse, LeBron, you going to come out here and give with Paul Pierce and with your boy Melo wanted all this time. I swear they retired like 8 years before they kind of said, I'm retiring. Please acknowledge me, please. You going to give him a hype tribute video with the Banana Boat Boys? Really? Really? But the question is, I don't even know which one of these scenarios, him coming back for the 21st season, he had to acknowledge that, or the Melo tribute was more about him, because it's always is. It always is. So I don't know which one was more about him. But back to Pat McAfee. Pat McAfee's up there. He's hype. Whatever. He didn't gain some weight. Pat McAfee didn't gain some weight. I mean, I can say that because whatever. I'm not bony, but I can say that. Because he was wrestling. I saw him at WrestleMania jumping off stuff, almost hurting everybody. You know what I'm saying? Almost hurting everybody, messing up, falling off the ropes, doing different things. But when we talk about different things, he brought up women in sports, which I think is a great thing. Because nobody talks enough about women in sports, I think. The collegiate game, we got personalities coming out here. We got people making you tune in. The WNBA, we got people, you know, I watch it, but I watched it from the beginning because I love sports. But there's some people in the WNBA and the super teams and different kind of scenarios that's going on that make me want to enjoy watching the WNBA. Of course, my girl's Candace Parker. She about to win another ring with her third different team. I mean, it's crazy. If you don't know who Candace Parker is, ask somebody. You know, I hate animals and all that, but my dog is called Skylar Diggins because she played at Notre Dame's point guard, one of the best players in the league. So that shows you I'm deep rooted in the WNBA from way back. You know what I'm saying? But he's talking about women in sports, and we got people out there. Sue Bird did what she did. The girls' Olympic soccer team, they trying to win again. They trying to win. We could have talked about all these women athletes. And then you come out and you talk about 2 WWE wrestlers, which I do like Bianca Belair and Becky Lynch because I watch wrestling. But you're gonna talk about 3 women athletes in front of all these, not like regular athletes. These are the best of the best. These are the big time best. And you brought out 2 WWE wrestlers, and the crowd was like, you saw the producer in the back like, yo, this is not SmackDown, Pat McAfee. This is the ESPYs. Get yourself together. It's not SmackDown. Everybody was confused. But that's what you signed up for, Pat McAfee. That's what you signed up for. You need to get Rellism Sports Talk to host the ESPYs. We'll rock it out. Speaking of rocking it out, yo, that boy Travis Kelce, everybody knows he got a little flavor in him, you know what I'm saying? I'm just confused because he had an all pearl white suit on. White tie. There was an offset of that, but it was still glossy white. Clean. I'm talking about clean. I don't know. I'm confused how he ain't getting none of that dirty because you know he's sloppy as hell with his mouth and everything else. Not catching the football, though. He's good with that. Or then a white person can wear an all-white suit with all-white tie on his shirt and everything and look that damn good. I mean, damn, Travis Kelce. I'm just saying. So can I stop doing comedic stuff now? Because honestly, I think that was pretty good off the dome. You know what I'm saying? But let's get to it. You know, the ESPYS always starts with whatever, and they always keep the best male athlete for the end. We're going to start with that from the beginning because that might be the only RELLYS Award that we make just like the ESPYS. So the best male athlete, I'm changing it up. I'm putting Patrick Mahomes, who's doing whatever. He just won another Super Bowl. I mean, what can you say about Patrick Mahomes? You know what I'm saying? Then you got the Joker for Denver winning their first championship. He's out here looking spectacular. Now they're saying he's the best player in the game right now. It's debatable, but and then I'm taking Aaron Judge out because it's gotta be putting in for baseball. It's gotta be Ohtani. You know, other people in baseball, they might put the boy from the Braves. I ain't even gonna say them because, as you see, I'm a Mets fan. You know what I'm saying? So no Braves will ever be mentioned on here to get any awards. Sorry, y'all not gonna do it. So when we look at the best male athlete between those three guys, I mean, we look at Ohtani pitches he hits, the Joker first championship, he's leading Denver to a title, and Mahomes keeps doing what he's doing after losing people. He still got that boy white chocolate, but he's losing people. So we're going to get to the RELLYS Awards right here. The RELLYS. Let's see what the envelope says. I ain't got nobody standing beside me, so I'm going to read it. You know what I mean? So the best male athlete for the RELLYS Award show is Ohtani. Was it even close? You don't see the Joker playing offense and defense. Shit, he can play defense, but he don't do that at all. And Mahomes can't play the defense, but he plays some damn good offense. But Ohtani can play both. He can hit, he can pitch. He's about to get the richest contract in the major leagues by somebody. Somebody's going to give it to him. And so here's my question. Let's get to the next award then. The Los Angeles Angels. I mean, you've had Mike Trout. You've had players. You've had situations. You had Albert Pujols. I mean, you had players that are going to go down in the history of baseball as players of generations. Now you got maybe one of or the best of this generation. And I look at it and I say, I want to do a RELLYS Award for the Angels. So the award's going to go to either the Angels. What they're going to do at the trade deadline? What are they going to do? Are they going to spend money to try to enhance their team and get more people to try to get the playoffs to keep them to stay? That's a thought. Or are they going to just trade him and try to get the most value that you can get for him? And then when people will be like, you traded the best player ever in the history of baseball away? Idiots. Or are they going to just stay pat where they at? You know what I mean? And just let it roll where it goes. And he might leave and you get nothing. So what's the dumbest thing the Angels could do? What's going to be their RELLYS Award for that? Envelope, please, with the big-time storylines. Because I think the Angels are in a no-win situation with this because whatever they decide to do, it's going to be bad either way. It's like LeBron taking his talents to South Beach. That could not end good. I don't think this could go good for the Angels unless Ohtani was like, yo, I want to sign with the Angels and stay with them, period. But we know that's not going to happen. So the dumbest thing the Angels could do is the RELLYS Award goes to not trading him. You need to trade Ohtani now. He's not staying with the Angels. People are like, well, he ain't done nothing in the playoffs. He ain't done nothing. He can't handle the big city. He can't handle all this. He can't do anything. What? Did anybody not see the World Baseball Classic? jump was hype. We talked about it all the time, how hype it was. And at the end of the day, there was one pitcher on the mound for his country. Pressure's on. You strike out this person, you win. And you strike out Mike Trout, who was arguably the best player a few years ago in this generation. You strike him out. You hold up the World Baseball Classic and say, this is the proudest moment in baseball history of my life. He can handle the big stage, baby. He can handle the big stage. And half of it's because he don't understand nothing these motherfuckers be saying to him. They be like, oh, no. He be like, yes, Miyotani, yes. I'm not being racist, I swear. I'm not being racist. But I'm just saying, you have to trade him because he's not going to stay with you. And why would you want to spend more money to help your team when they're not going to win? You better trade him for anything you could possibly get because it's going to be bad for you guys. It's going to be bad for you guys. And speaking of baseball, which is always bad, we talk about a guy that was generational talent who I think was Hall of Fame before his head got all swole up. Barry Bonds was on somebody's podcast, not ours. But if he was, I'd let you know he wasn't. And he was talking about he doesn't understand why the Baseball Hall of Fame, is punishing him. What do you mean? You don't understand why the Baseball Hall of Fame is punishing you? First of all, your head's so big you can't even get in the Hall of Fame door no more, dude. Because you haven't caught me doing it. I don't care. I don't care if people don't catch you doing it. We all know, bro. We all know. But I think you still should be in the Hall of Fame. So I wanted to give a Relly Award out to 3 guys that probably will never make it to the Hall of Fame that should. So we're going to start with my man, Barry Bonds. Barry Bonds would definitely be in. Before the big hit, he was a Hall of Famer. Then we got the Rocket, Roger Clemens. I don't know if the rocket means the way he shot it up in his leg or his arm or whatever else. But, I don't like the rocket anyway because all his kids start with a K. That's a whole lot of KKKs going around. I don't like that, bro. But, and then the last was Pete Rose. Everybody's been talking about Pete Rose. Should be in the Hall of Fame. He's I think they all should be in. But only one person can get the Relly Award. Only one can get the Relly Award. So, the envelope says, it's Barry Bonds, dude. Barry Bonds gets the Relly Award. Like I said before, he would have been in the Hall of Fame before, he saw the boy Anderson for the Orioles go from 7 home runs to like 50. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But he won't get in. He won't get in. But I'll tell you somebody that should get in over all 3 of those people I said. Not statistically, but just for the impact of baseball of what they've done. And that's Jose Canseco. He let you know how he did it, who was doing it, and when they was doing it. And he was a Bash brother, and he won championships for the Oakland A's. You see that? You see that, Darren? I gave you some Oakland A's love because I'm going to give you some Oakland A's hate in a minute. I'm sorry, baby. I'm sorry. But you know what I mean? I think they should have a spot for Jose Canseco. And beside him, they can put Mark McGwire with a red face talking about, I don't understand what you're saying. I plead the 5th. And then Sammy Sosa on the other side talking about, me no speaking English. No, me no cork bat, no nothing. I don't know. Baseball's so crazy. They talking about it's the most pure sport, baseball. We don't want to change rules. Y'all been cheating forever. Y'all want to hear that crap. Anyway, let's get back to the awards. We just saw, actually tonight, the WNBA, women's sports, women empowerment. I like it. They're having their All-Star weekend and all that. We just saw the Major League Baseball All-Star game where the National League finally won. But here's my question: we got to give a Relly Award to the organization that has the best All-Star weekend. So we said the Major League Baseball. You got the old timers games, you got the home run derby. I think you got a celebrity softball game maybe, and then of course the game itself. And then we look at the NBA. They got their celebrity game. Then they got the rookies, rising people for sophomores, or they do USA versus the world. And then they have their All-Star game. And don't forget 3-point contest, skills challenge, and the slam dunk contest. And the NFL is trying to get back up to grips because their game was boo-boo. They was boo-boo. But I like the skills challenge. I like the different things they're trying to do. So let's see. Let's see who the RELLYS Award goes to. Let's see where it goes to. It's the NBA, baby. It's the NBA. It's iconic three-point shootout. The three-point shootout. Larry Bird standing flat-footed like this. You know what I'm saying? And then the slam dunk contest. I mean, so many iconic moments. Sometimes it gets a little vanilla, but then sometimes they bring out some stuff for it. So the RELLYS Award goes to the NBA for the best All-Star weekend. But some people that play in that All-Star game are very overrated. So we got a RELLYS Award for the most overrated NBA star playing currently. Yes, I'm a hater, but I get that naturally because of LeBron James. He's the root of all the evil and hate in my life. Maybe not in my life, but in my sports life. All right, so of all the NBA players that are stars currently playing, the top 3 nominees was Zion, Mr. Pornhub doing things, you know what I'm saying? That's just my baby daddy, my baby daddy, my baby daddy. I don't know what's going on in these 6-month crisis. And then we got Ice Tray. He's real cold. He's real cold because he's never going to the playoffs and never heating up because you're sitting at home always watching stuff because you're not good enough to do it. And this was going to be a shocker. It's going to be Jimmy Butler. I love Jimmy Butler. I love him. But y'all better stop talking about Hall of Fame. Y'all better stop trying to be like, he's the number 1. Dame would be the number 2. Oh, Jimmy Butler is not the way y'all think that he is. Jimmy Butler is who he is. He's just an organization that enhances what he does. And yeah, I'm going to throw some shade on this. I'll wait to throw some shade on that because it's going to come back to my boy Nico Bryant from Far End of the Bench, who's a different Nugget fan living out there doing things. He's still in glory, though, because they won. But we're going to come back to your boy Jokic. All right, we got the new rule. I say Jokic, now we talk about the new flopping rule. Now they can do technicals for flops. So my RELLYS Award's going to go to who is the biggest flopper in the NBA? Who's the biggest flopper? Is it LeBron James, the king of flopping? Is it that boy Draymond Green? You flop so much, you cost your boys a championship. Is it James Harden, Mr. Offensive Flop? I mean, when we think about floppers, we think about people trying to take a charge. But Harden be going the other way. Like, yeah. And then last but not least, Marcus Smart. And I like Marcus Smart, but he be, you know what I'm saying? So the RELLYS Award for biggest flopper in the NBA that's going to have the most technical fouls called against him for flopping. Mr. Bearded James Harden. That is, if you get to play for a team, you need to settle your butt down and say, I want to play with Joel Embiid because that's your best chance. That's your best chance to win. You better just do that. You have nowhere else to go, James Harden. The time is up. Your time is now. You better stay there. You can't see me. Look, I'm Pat McAfee. I'm putting in wrestling and everything else. All right, Darren. All right, Darren. This was for you, baby. This is for you. I was hoping you'd be on for this, but I understand. Appreciate you on Wednesday. We talk about the Golden State Warriors, and we talk about all the great players that have been there. But people don't realize the Golden State Warriors have not always been that great. They haven't always been great. You know what I'm saying? So, who is the most underrated Golden State Warrior player? And no, I didn't put Looney in. I didn't put Looney in there, Darren. I know you probably thought I would, but I didn't. So here's the candidates. Tim Hardaway Jr., the killer crossover. We got Latrell Choke Coach on the bench, Sprewell. We got Barron, always like an old man midget, Davis, but he was doing things. And then we got Monte Ellis, who was killing. And good thing you had him because you traded him so Steph could become who he was. So those were my 4 guys I said the most underrated Golden State Warriors because they all had a hand in different things. You know what I mean? Monte Ellis was part of that team that shocked the world out there. Baron Davis was a consistent commodity. Latrell Sprewell, he was the best player on that team for a while, you know. And Tim Hardaway Jr. running with that Run TMC with Chris Mullin. Yo, they was all right. So this is gonna be interesting who the Relly's gonna go to, because I don't know. I don't know who got picked. The Relly Award for the most underrated Golden State Warrior is. A guy that never made enough money because he said, I can't take that $500 billion contract because I got to feed my children. Latrell Sprewell. Maybe only because it rhymed with Rel. Maybe that's what happened. I don't know. But Latrell Sprewell, go ahead and get that Relly Award. Good job, Latrell. Don't choke me out. Don't choke me out. Now let's get Darren. I'm sorry, Darren. I gotta still come back at you, baby. Because I wanted to talk to you about this before on the show, but so we saw the Vegas hockey team win a championship. They were an expansion team. And then my son tells me, yo, I think LeBron's getting ready to be owner player for the Vegas franchise that the NBA is trying to do. And I started thinking about it, and I was like, and he even said, if anybody can do it, it'd be LeBron that would do it. And I'm like, you right, bro. You right. Absolutely right. So here's my question for the Relly Award. Which Vegas team between the Las Vegas Raiders, the Las Vegas A's next year, sorry, Darren, sorry, and then the Las Vegas LeBrons, because I don't know what they're going to be. They might be just called LeBrons. Which one of them has the best chance to win their championship first? So the Relly Award for the Vegas team with the best shot, it's the Vegas LeBrons, because the A's ain't going to win nothing. And the Raiders, is Patrick Mahomes gone and passed away or something? Because that division, they're never going to win. LeBron will manipulate this way to do anything he wants to do in life. So I'm going with the LeBrons from Vegas in basketball. That's what I'm going with. Sorry, Darren. But speaking of basketball, a whole lot of stuff's going on. Mike Malone's out here getting sauced up, talking about he's the Lakers' daddy. Now Darvin Ham's coming back at him, Lakers coach. LeBron's coming back at them. I think this could be a crazy situation next year. I think the games they play against each other are going to be serious, and I can't wait to see it. But I wanted to give a Relly Award for the best bad blood matchup for next year. And the candidates are, like I said, the Lakers and the Nuggets. That's going to be crazy. Then we got the Yankees and the Astros. The Astros, we already know about the Astros. I could have put the Dodgers in there too with the Astros. Everybody hate the Astros. They banging on all kinds of trash cans. Don't rip my shirt off. I don't know what's going on. Then we got the Heat in Boston. Boston was supposed to be there so many times. The Heat's got their number. They keep matching up. And every time they match up, something crazy happens. Or is it the Bengals, who the mayor's coming out here saying things. They doing all kinds. They stole their offensive lineman who's a stud. And the Chiefs just finally broke the streak that was going on with Joe Burrow. I think that's going to be always a great matchup, because I think that's going to be the AFC Championship game. So which one of these bad blood matchups next year is the best one to see? Because they're all going to be box office, and they're all going to have big-time storylines involved in it. So the Relly Award for the best bad blood matchup next year, it's them Bengals and Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. Of course it is. Yankees and Astros? I don't care. Boston and the Heat? Ain't neither one of y'all going to the finals anyway in the East. And the Lakers and Nuggets? I think both of y'all are going to be overly hyped, and somebody else is going to step up to take over. I don't know who it's going to be, but I'll take my chances with that. It's the Bengals and Chiefs. Even though they're loaded in the AFC with teams, they're the cream of the crop, like the Macho Man said, Brandon, the Macho Man. I'm the cream of the crop. Brandon knows what I'm talking about. That's my boy. I'm bringing up a lot of wrestling because of Pat McAfee. Anyway, if you haven't seen it, Google Macho Man cream of the crop promo. That's funny. It's funny as hell. But I do want to see the Lakers in Denver just for the pregame in the post-game comments because it can get kind of crazy. It can get kind of crazy. So I can't wait to see that. But speaking of crazy, we thinking all these quarterbacks out here are doing something, which there's not many elite quarterbacks out there at all. We don't even have nothing we don't even have E. They ain't got no elite to them. We just ain't got an E. But there's a lot of overrated NFL quarterbacks out there that are currently playing. So I wanted to give a RELLYS Award to the most overrated QB playing right now that gets overhyped and overloved, and I'm going to tell you why they all suck. The candidates are Mr. Random Dallas Cowboy Dak Prescott, who ain't won nothing. He done butt fumbled and everything else like Mark Sanchez and ain't done nothing. And then we got Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah, you might be handsome and all the porn stars want you, but without a loaded team, what the hell have you done, Jimmy Garoppolo, that the Raiders think that you're going to be something better than Derek Carr was? I don't know. And then Justin Fields, I ain't never liked you ever, even though I wish we'd have took you because we never get anybody. But you haven't proven that you could throw the ball or nothing yet. But people think you're the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. Maybe that division you might show up a little bit, but I think you're very overhyped, very overrated. All three of them. So the RELLYS Award is going to go to Dak Prescott, Mr. Cowboy Nation, because you're just like the fans, just like the owner, and just like everything about the Cowboys. Y'all think that y'all are so much better than you really are. Just because you got some star on your head don't mean nothing. What does that mean? I could be like, twinkle, twinkle, little star. What are you, a fairy? I mean, I don't know. I don't know where this America's team came from because I can tell you a lot of corrupt stuff in America, but it kind of goes with the owner. I can't say that about my owner, but it kind of goes with the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, you're the most overrated quarterback in the NFL. And I liked you at Mississippi State, especially when you beat Alabama. Sorry, Brandon. Yeah, I did like you at that time, but not right now. All right, so we got two more left for the RELLYS first annual award show that I had to put together on the fly. Speaking of fly, I got this title. I'm saying? But Mets will come back. Don't get it twisted. All right, so here's my question. We saw a lot of things going on with the Giants. Barkley's talking about he might sit out. Pollard, we don't know what's going on with him. Josh Jacobs said he ain't signing this. So we got 3 running backs for teams that I think will be well needed. For all 3 of them teams, I think they need these running backs. People want to devalue running backs and everything else. So my question for the RELLYS Award is, which holdout running back is going to win like Lamar did? Everybody dog Lamar, no agent, you ain't going to get nothing. You ain't getting nothing guaranteed. I think he kind of won. So which one's going to win the RELLYS Award and say, I'm a winner too? And when you look at it, it's like, I don't know, man. It's tough. But let's see what everybody picked. The RELLYS Award, the big time storyline. For the holdout running back that's more likely to win like Lamar Jackson did. And the RELLYS Award goes to Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard wins. And why did he win? Josh Jacobs, you're lucky to still be on the team, bro. Last year you were playing in the Hall of Fame game, rushing for 40 attempts. They were trying to release you or trade you, bro. You just happen to have a good year, whatever. They're not trying to pay you for that. No, they wanted you gone anyway. They hadn't drafted a running back. And Saquon Barkley, I mean, you got legs like tree trunks and everything else. You're a specimen. You're a phenomenon figure and everything else. But so is Zion Williamson. He can't stay healthy. He's busting through shoes and getting everybody pregnant, and he can't play. You keep getting hurt same kind of way. I think the safest bet is to get Tony Pollard. Plus, who else is there besides Pollard? They're going to have to pay him. But on a side note, if I'm the Giants, I go ahead and let Barkley walk, and I sign Jacobs. What? Terrell's stupid. Why would they do that? Oh, my God. Why would they? I'm going to tell you why. He's younger, and there's way less miles on him starting in college in Alabama. He barely had any tread used on his tires. And for the Raiders, what? What? He just showed you what he could do last year, and he can catch the ball at the backfield. And does he get hurt like Barkley does? If I got to give somebody a 3 or 4 year contract, I think I would rather give it to Jacobs over Barkley. But that's a discussion for another day. But I'm going to stand by that. And the final award of the night, the final award of the night for the RELLYS first annual award show. What? The NFL coaches are on the hot seat everywhere. NFL jobs are very hard to get. But they're very easy to lose, too, it seems like. That's why we got retreads and recycled coaches everywhere. Once you get in with the good old boys, you seem like you can find a way. But I think this year is going to be a big year because a lot of coaches are on the hot seat. So my question for the RELLY Award, because I'm going to give you an award because you won't be on your team next year, so at least you'll have something to hang on to. So the RELLY Award is going to go to the NFL coach that won't be coaching his current team next year. And here's the choices for you. Mike McCarthy, the Dallas Cowboys. He's taking over offensive play calling now. It's all about him, Mr. Big Shot. Look what I did in Green Bay. You had Aaron Rodgers on the ball. Aaron Rodgers, dude. Then we got my man Staley for the Chargers. Yo, the Chargers always get in their way anyway, and I like the Chargers. They always get in their way anyway, and you don't help the way you do things, dude. And I think the division is going to be so tough this year, and I think the AFC playoff picture is so tough to get in. If they do not make the playoffs, which is I would say maybe they have a maybe 30% chance to make the playoffs. I think it's that low. He's gone. I'm surprised he's still there. And then, like, my commanders over here, we got Ron Rivera. Hey, God bless you. You beat cancer. You know, your mother passed, whatever. Eric Bieniemy's there for a reason, bro. Eric Bieniemy's there for a reason. He ain't come over there just to be like, I'm going to be your offensive coordinator. And no. He's there for a reason, homie. He's there for a reason. Your time is limited. Todd Bowles is another guy for Tampa Bay. I can't believe you didn't get fired last year. But they set you up this year to get fired because your quarterback is who? Mr. Baker Mayfield, flopping around organizations. You're done. Sorry. This is going to be their excuse to fire you. Sorry, Todd Bowles. You are a Washington Redskin player, and I appreciate you. But they set you up, bro. They set you up. And my last person that's on the list to choose from, is he the GOAT? He's trying to break the all-time wins record. Belichick, Kraft, they fighting each other. It's crazy going on. Could Robert Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, with all the success the Patriots had, especially in my generation, could he say, my Hall of Fame quarterback, maybe the greatest of all time, didn't finish his career as a Patriot and won a Super Bowl with somebody else, and then arguably the greatest coach of all time, he's going to break the all-time wins record not being a Patriot? Can Robert Kraft live with that? The way they're fighting, it's looking like it. So that's the choices you got. You got 5 choices to choose from. McCarthy, Staley, Rivera, and Belichick, and Bowles. Sorry. And the winner's who? The RELLY Award for the coach that's going to get fired and not be on their team. Is everybody. All 5 of y'all are getting fired. All 5 of y'all are getting fired already. And y'all know y'all getting fired. And you know you're getting fired. You know it. The only one that has the little bit of hope, I guess it's 2 that have the little bit of hope, is McCarthy if something happens to the Eagles and Dallas can win the division. Because the NFC is so weak, that'd be the only one. And Staley, even if something crazy happen with all the weapons you get on offense, all the weapons you get on defense are coming back healthy, and you still don't look like you should. The Chargers on paper look like the way the Cowboy fans feel about their team every year. Like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread. I don't know. My take is, my Terrell's thought is all 5 of them will be gone at the end of the year. I don't wish bad things on any of them. I'm just being realistic. Because I'm Rellism. We gave out RELLYS Awards. Thank y'all for tuning in. Rellism Sports Talk 182. Had to do it on the fly. Anyway, I think it was a pretty good show. Whatever. Wednesday night, AFC West, and all the rest of the big time storylines in sports. It's going to be 3 podcasts collide. Can't wait. Thank y'all for checking us out. Love you, Big Vic. Love you, Big Vic, man. Rellism Sports Talk 182. Thank y'all. Have a good one. Big time.